What's up, YouTube? It's Gilbert Lala Lakers with Dizzy Gaming here to bring you another video. And this time we're going back to the LPL. I'm actually talking about a topic today that is kind of weird because I feel that it's extremely overlooked right now in the competitive league scene. One of its best players at one of the most prominent positions, AD carry, hasn't played this season, and a lot of people aren't talking about it. So pretty much, as you can probably tell by the title, the player I'm referring to is NaMei, a very, very well-renowned AD carry from currently Starhorn Royal Club, but he has yet to play a game, obviously. Formerly of EDG and WE Success, I believe he was also with WE earlier in his career. But nonetheless, this is one of the most talented AD carries that hasn't been able to play in Season 5, and it's kind of disappointing. I really expected, and still do expect, a huge season from NaMei. He was kind of extremely hyped coming into Worlds, as expected. He's performed extremely well um, at high level play, but he kind of disappointed at Worlds. I wouldn't say he was extremely, like, I don't think he played poor by any means, but he wasn't, it seemed like he was a little bit too passive, perhaps a little bit scared of the competition. Now I know he has plenty of experience, so I highly doubt, he was like shaking in his boots about I mean, this is the same guy that's going up against Uzi every few weeks. So I highly doubt, he's just shitting his pants because he's playing top level competition, but it seemed like maybe he was scared to fail. That's kind of just my assumption. Obviously, I have no basis to pin that on, but I really feel that it was kind of disappointing when I heard about this. So first off, I want to say the reason why I wanted to make this video is because I was wondering where the hell is NaMei? Like I was watching the LPL, every week practically. I try to catch as much LPL games as possible because it's such an entertaining league. And I was like, where the hell is one of the best players in the entire league? And sure enough, I did a Google search. I went to his league Wikipedia page, and there was nothing. And I was like, wow, that's weird. Like, that's pretty big news. I figure maybe I was just out of the loop or something that I hadn't heard of what happened. So I did a Google search, NaMei out, or NaMei banned, or NaMei suspension, or NaMei, why isn't NaMei playing Season 5? And I couldn't find anything. I really couldn't. The only thing that I found the closest that could come to it would be that he joined Starhorn Royal Club in January. And that was the case. So it turns out, so I'm making this video so I can answer that question, not only for myself, but for the entire community. Um, it turns out that NaMei actually had a uh, agreement that his former team, Edward Gaming or EDG, made with Starhorn Royal Club. So it was a mutual feeling. So NaMei wasn't very happy with EDG anymore. He kind of didn't want to remain on the team. And, EDG respected his wishes. They said, all right, we understand. Go ahead, feel free. And Starhorn Royal Club expressed interest, and things got to a talking, and he's now a member of Starhorn Royal Club. The only problem with that is they came to this agreement after the roster lock deadline had already been reached. So it turns out NaMei was suspended because he wasn't allowed to play. He is technically still a member of Edward Gaming. Well, okay, no, technically he's a member of Starhorn Royal Club, but he's not allowed to play because of that roster lock for any team at the moment. So he is actually kind of in limbo, waiting for this suspension. I guess it's not like a punishment or anything like that. Suspension doesn't necessarily have to have negative connotations, but so yeah, he's just not able to play. The suspension will be lifted on week 8 of the Chinese LPL, so definitely mark your calendars because I have a feeling that he is going to come out extremely motivated this season. And part of the reason I do feel that way is because Starhorn Royal Club is struggling. Here we go. Let me see here. Currently, as I make this video, Starhorn Royal Club is sits 7th place in the LPL with 3 wins, 5 losses, and 2 ties. Current point total of 11 points for the standings. And that's not good enough for them. This is the same Starhorn Royal Club that made it to the World Finals the last 2 seasons. This is a very, very good team, in most seasons with very, very high expectations to match their results. And it's kind of disappointing as a whole, as a fan, to see Starhorn Royal Club struggling as much as they are. They have the talent, Cola in the top lane, Insect in the jungle, now NaMei at the AD carry. They have the talent to do well, but unfortunately, the biggest piece of their puzzle is missing. And obviously, any piece of the puzzle that is missing from a team can cause issues in team synergy, just overall gameplay in general, strategy, stuff like that. But when your biggest piece is missing, when your star player is missing, it can really cause some problems. And I believe we're starting to see that with Starhorn Royal Club. Because NaMei has been out, I really feel that Starhorn Royal Club's biggest struggle, the area that they would, if I had to narrow it down to one, the area that I feel Starhorn Royal Club is struggling with the most would have to be the lack of a consistent playmaker. Now, granted, Cola has been playing pretty decent. I would say actually pretty good. I think he's still one of the best top laners in China, in the LPL. Insect has been struggling though. Insect has never really been a consistent, week to week just dominance type person. He's had a couple splits where he has been, performing very well, but he's never really been the week after week after week just constant numbers. He has always somewhat been an inconsistent playmaker. But it's been highlighted extremely strong, I guess you can say. It's been highlighted this split. Teams are focusing on Cola and Insect, and it's really putting Starhorn Royal Club out of their groove. And unfortunately, they haven't been able to bounce back. But I really feel that the second half, after week 8, when they get NaMei on the team, when they get NaMei in that bot lane and, being his conservative self, just mechanically outplaying the competition, I really feel that you're going to start seeing a Starhorn Royal Club climb those standings. I will say, though, that although I personally feel that NaMei and Starhorn Royal Club will be fine by playoffs and the end of the split, it's not a guarantee. NaMei has a lot of pressure when he does come back. As I mentioned earlier in this video, he didn't perform the best at Worlds. Team players I believe fans and analysts alike were wondering, where was this star player that we've been hearing about for months leading up to Worlds that is supposedly right up there with the best AD carries in the world. And we didn't see that. Deft, Imp, sure, they performed at Worlds, although Deft, I guess that would be arguable, but we could have a little debate about that. But nonetheless, a lot of high-profile ADCs performed extremely well at Worlds, and NaMei was supposed to be right up there, and he didn't necessarily do that. So not only did he have that somewhat weak performance, in my opinion, at Worlds, but he is coming to a new team, and he has quite big clown-shaped shoes to fill. Uzi, the former AD carry of Starhorn Royal Club, has led them to the World Finals 2 years in a row, and is currently on OMG, whose current record stands at 6 wins, 0 losses, and 4 ties, 22 points, lands them in a tie for second place in the LPL with Snake Gaming. He's still performing. Uzi hasn't gone anywhere. He is still easily one of the best AD carries in the world, and continues to show it every week. Whereas, Starhorn Royal Club, not only are they going to have to fight their way up these very difficult standings to climb, but he's going to have to deal with the pressure of replacing Uzi on Starhorn Royal Club. So I wouldn't be surprised if it goes the complete opposite way, honestly. I personally feel they will succeed when NaMei comes back, but I wouldn't be surprised if we're, you know, week 12 into the LPL season. I don't know how many weeks there are. I'm assuming there's a lot because there's a lot of teams. But um, if we're week 12 and they're still struggling, I would not be surprised because there definitely seems to be issues with this team, and it's up to them and their star players to get it together and start winning again, like they have been doing for so many years. So yeah, really appreciate you guys watching the video today. It means a lot to me, and we're inching ever closer to the launch of Dizzy Gaming. So remember to stick around. Follow us on Twitter. Remember to subscribe on YouTube. This was definitely a video that I'm excited to bring you guys. I really feel that it's kind of an overlooked topic in the League of Legends community. One of its best players hasn't been playing all season, and seen at I haven't seen 3 posts about the topic. So I'm kind of excited, to be bringing this to people's attentions, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it as well. Thanks once again for watching. Like I said, this is Gilbert, Lala Lakers with Dizzy Gaming, and stay competitive.